And this is my second video in squares, rectangles, and variables. Alright, let's go on here. Now then, let's say we have an equation like this. It says a plus b times a plus b. Okay? What this is called the FOIL method, and I'm going to go into that in just a second. But let's put the numbers. We're going to say a is 2. Okay, remember we had variables which are disguises for numbers. So in this case, the a is 2, the b is 5. Well, 5 plus 2 is what? 7. 5 plus 2 is what? 7. Well, what's 7 times 7? 49. Okay. So we can see this all works out. What this is saying is we're going to add these two numbers together. We're going to add these two numbers together. And then whatever the result of these two are, we're going to multiply those together. That's what it's saying. Okay? First you add, then you multiply. That's why we have parentheses around here, so you don't multiply first. Okay? Now then, what about the FOIL method? Alright. FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. That's what it stands for. Okay? What's the first term here? It's an A. What's the first term here? It's an A. A times A is what? A squared. Now, what about the outer terms? This is the outer term here. This is the outer term here. A times B is AB. What about the inner terms? This is the inner term here. This is the inner term here. B times A is, of course, AB. Now, what about the last terms? B times B. Well, B times B is B squared. Okay? So now we have A squared plus AB plus AB plus B squared. Well, if you add AB and AB together, well, 5 times 2 is what? 10. 5 times 2 is what? 10. Where are we getting the 5 and the 2? Well, A is 2 and B is 5. Okay? A is 2 and B is 5. Or we can go over here. B is 5. Okay? So, 2 times 5 equals 10. 2 times 5 equals 10. Well, 10 plus 10 is what? 20. Alright. So, we have A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. And if we do it all out, 2 squared equals 2 squared plus 2 times 2 times 5. We multiply these out first. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 5 is 20. So now we have 4 plus 20 plus 25. 4 plus 20 plus 25 is 49. Okay, now here comes the visualization. What did we say when we saw the a squared? We're going to visualize a physical square. A squared is this. A is 2. The square represents this. What about this AB? This AB is a rectangle. Okay? And the two sides of the rectangle are A and B. Well, here's side A, here's side B. That AB is that rectangle. So every time you see that rectangle. That is that square, that is that rectangle, that is that rectangle, and that is that square. You understand that now? That's a square, that's a rectangle, and that's a square. It's as simple as that. So what they're saying here is if you add the area of this plus the area of this plus the area of this plus the area of that, you'll get this great big square that'll have a length of 7 and a width of 7. That's what they're saying. Okay? And that's how they get all that. Alright. I will tell you more in the next video. Stay tuned.